So today we're out in rural KZN to meet a special guest. Let's find out who. Oh, Mr. Zuma.
Sanibonani.
Ninjani baba.
Siyaphila njani?
We are very well. We're very happy to see you today.
Thank you very much.
Can we come in?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So, Mr. Jacob Gedlehlekisa Zuma, it's quite an interesting name. Can you tell us the story behind your name?
Well, it is more explainable uma ngikhuluma njengoba linjalo ntombi. Ngaqanjwa ubaba ongizalayo naye unegama lakhe nje elihle ugcina amazwi. Uyabona ke la kithi la nje emakhaya kudala ngenkathi sizalwa thina ingane iyayizalwa abantu okanye umuntu oqamba ingane ubaba igama lokuqala.
Okay.
Noma umama ngaba nale lakhe igama ulindela ubaba.
Okay.
Kwakusetshenzwa ke uqala abantu bahamba isikhathi eside babe ngamaholide. Uma ingane izalwe iholide lingakafiki izolokhu ibizwa nje ngesilungu ubulili bayo. Makuye umfana hayi umfana bedlalisa makuyintombazana intombazana kuyoze kufika ubaba ayiqambe.
Okay.
Right? Wafika sikhasa nje kuthiwa wayihleli esibuka sikhasa sishona le endlini. Wayese enza umusho, a sentence which is like a complex sentence.
Okay.
Wavele wathi nje ehleli wathi ngeke ngithule umuntu engigedla engihlekisa. Wayesethi ke esibuka esekhomba umfowethu qala sethi ungeke ngithule. Wathi ke mina ugedle ihlekisa.
Can you tell us about your early childhood and what life was like?
Ubaba wami kwakuyiphoyisa kusayitshene osayitshene ke ngalonkathi abantu abamnyama babengenama ama ranks aphezulu babegcina kusayitshene. Once ube usayitshene kusho ukuthi wawusukwazi ukuphatha ipolice station. Ubaba ke wayese kulokho wayishintshwa ke from police stations to police stations. Eqinisweni kwasiza mina lokho ngoba ukuzahlangana noma washintshelwa epolice station akamaphumulo. Lapho epolice station akamaphumulo elinye lamaphoyisa ofanele aliphathe kwakumzobe. Umzobe ozala uma. So wayebaphethe bonke. Umzobe ngoba ekhaya kwakuseduza kamaphumulo ngijase ngaphandle nje kwelokhuzana kwedolobhana encane. Abantwana bakhe babeshintshana wayezela amantombazana amaningi. Babeshintshana ukuletha ukudla njalo ngelunch. So wabona umama kuloso sithididi ke nomama engomunye wamantombazana olethe ukudla kubaba omkhulu. Wayibona le ntombi inhle impofu imile kahle awuyithanda uncamalala abakancamalela kabadlulwa ke make bashela kusuke konakele. Into engikhumbulayo uma esenqatshwa kwathatha isikhashana ke ngoba kwathi umuntu kaHulumeni kufanele ukuthi kuyobika kuHulumeni ukuthi umuntu wakhe ufile njalo. Khumbula sekuthiwa kasiye ngaphandle komuzi siyocosha itshe sesiyophosa itshe kokugcina. Abantu babekhala singazi ukuthi bakhalelani sithatha amathe sigcoba la silingisa bona whatever, but that was the occasion engakwazi ukubona engikhumbulayo. Sengifuna izithombe zakhe ngize ngabuza kule police station ngoba ngifuna ukuzithola kahle ngoba babe ngakathathi izithombe kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi amaphoyisa ayethatha ukuthi ake basize inkosi yami baye kuma archives because I would love to see isithombe sakhe. I'm sure sikhona somewhere kodwa ke phela I don't know all the police stations abasebenza khona.
Are you ready to share what the topic of discussion was when you invited Malema over for tea, or rather when he asked to come and see you for a cup of tea?
Yes. Well, my tea is always nice. For the fact that a man from Johannesburg wanted to come and drink tea, it was quite an interesting one. The discussion was very, very, very good. And I said, of course, this is best constitution. I said it to Malema in his delegation, my good brother, my understanding of constitutions of countries are that we make the constitution we want. If we fought and defeated the enemy, the constitution would be different from this one. Definitely. And I said, if you say this is the best constitution, why it has not addressed the bigger question of this country, the land issue? Where is the land? What does this constitution say about the land, our land, that was taken away from us? I say, why do you say this is the best constitution? I mean, this was a compromised constitution in reality. Compromise. We had to compromise in order to save South Africa and continue to make South Africa better all the time. I was not criticizing the constitution. I was part of the negotiations, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I said, if this constitution was the best, people will not be living in the shacks. They will not having land, only occupying the land that is not as rich as the land where the big stretches of land are owned by individuals. I said, there's no constitution that you can say is the best. But it's the best, not final. If you take compromises, well, these are compromises that we're talking about. And that's why constitutions are always looked at, check whether you need it to change or whatever. But I'm not saying it is wrong to have that, but this constitution does not deal with fundamental issues. It deals with all other things. If we talk about rights, there are the rights that are everything, blah, 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 but the right for economic participation. So by the time I think we finished, I think we were together in terms of the understanding why I'd taken that decision. So I appreciated that he did come, and I think he was correct. I mean, he comes from the ANC Youth League, and he would understand that kind of politics, and I think there was no problem. And of course, the fact that he left and formed the other organization, we did not become enemies. He's still a friend. I talked to him at a given time. He talked to my children. It's absolutely no problem.
Tennis or golf?
Tennis.
Teenage Dladla or computer Lamula?
Teenage Dladla.
Idumbe or Batata?
Idumbe.
Cold weather or hot weather?
Hot weather.
Gospel or jazz?
Gospel.
Seafood or pasta?
Seafood.
Chiefs or pirates?
Pirates.
Can you tell us about a time you were almost caught by the apartheid police, but you managed to get away?
Yes, I think. I came into the country at some point from outside. That is the one which I've always say it was it was scary. I had a very, very simple disguise. I used to have beards. I decided to shave, and I never had a cap or a hat. So I had a cap, very nice, hiding, and I was totally somebody else. I used not to wear glasses at the time. I had glasses, there was no the fake one that you just look, there's no problem. So I was totally a different person, different dressing. So we went with the bus from Nongoma. We went. Before we could get to Pongola, as we get down the mountains, as we're getting much flatter, the bus, of course, had been stopping halfway, offloading people. At a particular point, it was offloading people. And as the bus stopped, I saw on the right-hand side, this was a dirt road, the dust coming out. Then the young lady sitting next to the window says, "Hey, police." I said, "What?" He says, "Hey, Nangama police." I said, "Yeah, are they looking for me?" Or what? So I said, "Okay. If they're looking for me, ngizobona special branch. A special branch used to wear private, not uniform." So I said, if there's any one of them who's wearing uniform, then I should be worried that they're after me. But if there is no one like that, they're not after me. And I'm talking on my own. So I asked Apmaja Mapoisa, says, "Hi, bamile lapha ngaphambili." Hey, Tixo. And then as we're talking, this fellow I saw, laphana zokhuluma no driver, befake ikhindi kanje. Fika manje usegaxa izinto zakho ufake amavolovolo. Hey bo. Nangu gibela phezulu kodonga wama la obambelela. Obuka ibus. The conductor at that time keep impahla zabantu phezulu. I looked at the bus, I saw the windows are so small, I can't go out. If the chap comes in, kushukuthi is do or die. Because angizokumuyeka ngibamba. Uma nje wasondela ethi uyangibopha, kuzomphuca le volovolo la kuzobona umhlobo. Wena uphetha yidu. Umile la. Zehlise impahla. Athi mase valwa sekuqedwa udriver esefuna ukuqala imoto abesethi ngesandla. Umise ibus. Sure. Ngihlezi in the middle of the bus. Umnyango now is almost in the middle of the bus. La izongivela khona. Abese suka lapha phela. Hey Tixo wami. Ngithi ngenhliziyo yana namhlanje. Ngizomshaya umuntu mina ngibaleke ngicashe emahlathini ngiphele emehlweni. And when he entered the bus, one step is wavela kanje, wabuka ngapha nangapha kwebus. For some time, kwathula kwathi nya ebusini. Baka. After a few minutes, what in ekhanda was yehla. And then stood a man here, another one there, another one here. Bephethe ikhwama lezuzu lokuza zokuthenga. Omunye mfethu wayefake ngisho into ecishe ibe camouflage la. Hayi baphuma. Baphuma lo wabuya wama lapho bamba. Bebabuka bephuma bethi bavala isicapha seyicommand ibus ukuthi ayihambe. Kwakuphefumula wonke umuntu ebhasini. Awukasihlahla amaphoyisa. Amaphoyisa lawa ayi-3. Uma besuka kaNongoma to Golela, abantu I'm sure benza a number of things in Sang whatever. So apparently they had an arrangement with the driver. Bazofaka amaphoyisa. And then yena uzolandela ibus ayoyithola ngaphambili. Only to understand masixoxa abantu ukuthi no ujwayele lento kwenziwa kanje. Hey, that was one way lapho ngathi khona kusho ukuthi ngibanjiwe. I think that was the worst of many.
Lastly, in the wake of everything that is currently happening in the country, both politically as well as socially, is there anything you'd like to comment on? Do you have any thoughts that you'd like to share?
In a sense, I feel very sad that You can have people today to say we don't want to vote for the ANC. We don't want the ANC to come back. We must remove some people there. It's not nice. Very painful, given the time one has taken, the sacrifice that one has made. I thought that by this time, I would be sitting and not thinking about politics, and people will be there running the country. Everything will be moving all right, but it is not. It is saying to us, who may have the kind of politics I'm talking about, what is that we can do in order to ensure we move forward to get to the height of the mountain. We are maybe 3/4 away, maybe halfway, but we need to go up. It's a reality, because I drive around the country and see people, particularly in the cities, living in shacks. And it's only us who live in shacks, no other grouping. At what point do we conclude this? We talk, we have nice words, social, what is the word? Transformation. But transformation must be seen, rather than to be, not just to be sung, that you know, want it. Words are words. You need to see. Why, if you go to Cape Town, there is a Cape Town, the city, there's township. Even if we're in Johannesburg, there is a city, there's a township. Whether we're in Durban, there is a city, there is a township. When shall we have the city? Not the city and the township. In other words, we are not yet equal. And that's what we fought for. But I'm lamenting, but I know, that's why I'm saying at the right time, I'll tell my story as to what I think went wrong. Because I think I have an idea what went wrong.